So you just finished your warm-up out on the practice range and you're ready to come to the putting green. I want to give you a couple tips to make sure you use your time wisely and effectively on the putting green to prepare for what's going to happen on the golf course. One of the first things that I like to do is I start with my 3-footers. I start short and then I work my way back. One of my favorite drills is to put a tee down and then I'll only go about 3 feet back. I might do that 5, maybe 10 times depending on how much time I have. What I'm doing is I'm working on making sure that my alignment is good and that I can hit my spot. Now that I've got my putter calibrated and my direction dialed in, the next thing I need to do is to see how the speed is that day. That's the one thing that's different every golf course you play, the speed of the greens. So it's a very important element to make sure I incorporate into my warm-up routine. What I like to do is I will take either 2 or 3 balls and I will putt and I will try to have my ball end up just at the edge of the fringe. And I will do this from maybe 15 feet, 20 feet, 30 feet back. That way I'm getting the feel for different distances and I'm working on my speed and distance control. Now the third thing that I always like to do when I'm warming up before a round, I like to put the two together and kind of see if I can work on playing the ball, hitting my spot, and then getting the speed right so it breaks when it's supposed to. One of the last things I like to do when I'm on the putting green warming up is I will take 2 or 3 holes with one ball and I will just kind of play a couple holes around the putting green. My goal is 2 putts. Hopefully I might sink 1 or 2 in there, but I'm trying to get a feel for my speed and to make sure that I can hit my spot. Rory McIlroy, when he won one of his majors this year, he had a thought, actually he shared it, it was a secret till not the very end, that he said, I think of process and I think of spot. And I think that's really effective to use when you go onto the practice putting green before you warm up. You want to be able to hit your spot and you want to have a way to figure out how the green is going to break and to get your distance and speed right. So hopefully those tips will help you when you get out onto the golf course. And don't forget, if you start to get nervous, especially over those 3-footers and your knees start to knock, put yourself mentally back on that practice putting green and imagine there's a little tee right there and you're just trying to still putt to the tee. That way that hole will start to look back like the hula hoop again. Hopefully those tips will help you.